So they are now using NYPD drones to monitor backyard barbecues. So let's get straight to it, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Police eyes now in the sky. The NYPD is launching.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Hold up. Let me try to start the video from the beginning. In 1 second, you know how these websites go. Want to do all these ads and stuff. And then they, oh my God. Okay, there we go. We in business now.
Police, including the NYPD, using drones to monitor events. But as Emily Aketa tells us, it's also raising concerns about privacy.
As Labor Day celebrations blanket the country.
So I'm going to start by saying this. New York really has their priorities messed up. They got this big migrant issue that's going on to where it's an influx of illegal immigrants coming in, and they don't have no money to house all these immigrants. The budget is running low. They spend all this money monthly just to house them in these hotels. Not to mention the homelessness crisis in New York is out of control. So their priorities as a whole is just messed up. They want to sit here and monitor people that's having backyard barbecues and backyard gatherings, but they don't want to address that issue. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. This country is just like completely backwards at this point.
In New York City, there's another layer of police eyes now in the sky. The NYPD is launching drones to respond to priority and non-priority calls around the Caribbean-inspired Juve and West Indian American Day festivities, which in previous years have been marred by shootings.
If a caller states there's a large crowd, large party in the backyards, we're going to be utilizing our assets to go up, to go check on the party.
So basically, in other words, they doing this to monitor black people. Listen, in college they do this. Even outside of college, they do this, right? In college, every time the black fraternities or sororities, they end up having parties, they will always make sure it was extra police presence. And then after a couple hours, they would end up shutting the party down. Even with parties today, like if it's a large gathering with black people having a party, they'll be extra with the surveillance. They'll have all type of police. They'll have state police, local police, just to nitpick and bother black people. So with this is giving me that same vibe here. They using these drones because they know for Labor Day, black people they gonna be doing a thing. The black people from the islands, the Jamaicans and all that, you know, they had the carnivals and they have their festivals. So all this is they just want to do extra surveillance on the black people. That's all this is, because they really have bigger issues to worry about than people having carnivals and backyard barbecues and stuff like that. I mean, even if these events are not violent, nothing bad is going on or any of that, they find any small thing to nitpick about. Any small thing. They find anything just to shut the party down or the event down. So now they have these drones out just to monitor. And basically, what they want to do is see what black people is doing. I mean, they've been doing this since slavery, doing Jim Crow. A certain amount of black people couldn't be in a crowd together. A certain amount of black people couldn't congregate together because they don't want us congregating. They don't want us talking to each other. They don't want us to have any events, whether it's peaceful or it ends up in a shooting. They don't want us together at all. They don't want us around each other because once we around each other in large numbers, they know, hey, they come up with all these type of ideas. They'll start to do this. So they want to send these drones out to do surveillance to basically do what they've been doing. It's just that they have high tech technology to do it now. They used to use police to do it. Now, what they do, they use these drones to do it. When y'all have way more bigger issues to be worried about than people having wet backyard barbecues and partying for Labor Day. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, New York.
But what police have called an asset, critics are concerned could become Big Brother.
What we don't want to see is this bleeding out to sort of routine patrols by drones, routine hovering over our homes and over our communities.
On the ground in Brooklyn, opinions are split.
It's a safety precaution. I'm all for safety.
There's really no privacy at all. I think it's taken it to the next level.
Yeah, and it is taking it to the next level, man. That is Big Brother. Drones just sitting there staring at you like, come on, man. So the lady that agreed to this, she's basically saying she wants drones in her backyard that's sitting there um watching her every move. That is Big Brother, man. And this is how it starts. Something as simple as this.
New York City has increasingly leaned on drones this year, which have scanned shorelines for sharks and helped size the crowd of a giveaway gone awry last month. The NYPD and Mayor Eric Adams defended drones as more efficient, especially for noise complaints and in crowded streets.
They're gonna see noise complaints in crowded streets. So if you in a large crowd together, whether you're even if you're not doing anything wrong, you're just in a large crowd, you're in a large gathering. They don't want any of that. And noise complaints. The thing is, anybody can simply just make a noise complaint. You can be barbecuing and the music not even that loud. And somebody can call in and just make a simple noise complaint, which is like that should be a list of y'all worries, some noise complaints. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. For the smallest little things, I done had neighbors for the smallest little things, they done made like a noise complaint. And it's just like, damn, dude. Like y'all gonna keep calling the police on us just and it will be the weekend and everything, and they'll still call in for a noise complaint. We'll forewarn them and all that. So yeah, they using this as a way to monitor everything you do, to have heavy surveillance on you, and this is just basically the beginning of it, because soon, they're gonna start making this mandatory. If you accept it now, if you be like, hey, I don't see no issue with it, it's for safety, it's for safety. Okay, that's how they get it started. So if you start to advocate for this, they use this to slowly take your rights away. But let's continue to play the video.
To utilize drones from a safe distance up, not down, flying in someone's backyard to see what they have on the grill.
According to the ACLU, more than 1,400 police departments now utilize the technology, like in San.
Okay, so first of all, y'all need to be worried about this migrant issue. Why is y'all worried about people having backyard barbecues and what's on their grill? Like, come on. Like, make it make sense.
Santa Monica, where drone footage helps convict a brutal attacker. As a growing debate over the advancing tech takes flight.
For perspective, NYPD numbers show the department used drones 34 times last year. Well, in just the first half of this year, that use has more than tripled.
Also on this Labor Day,
So, as you heard, that the use of drones have tripled. So they're going to start making this a common thing for real. To be honest, drones, and they already showed you the robo dogs and all that. They're gonna start making that a common thing and start utilizing this technology more and more for surveillance, for policing, because they don't have to do a lot of the dirty work. They don't have to be out there riding around and just patrolling. They got the drones to do it. They don't have to do the dirty work. It saves them a lot of time and even a lot of money, because they don't have to physically be there all the time. But like I said, this is a Pandora's box to open up more surveillance, more stricter surveillance on the people. If they're gonna be patrolling your backyard barbecues, what's to say what's next they'll be patrolling? They could be patrolling you in your room next. Be patrolling you getting dressed and undressed. Be patrolling your in-house conversations. So it starts off like this, and this is a Pandora's box if y'all allow this to happen. And like I said, New York really needs to get their priorities straight, because they have a number of issues that they need to really deal with instead of backyard barbecues. They have a rat issue. They have a issue dealing with the migrants. Okay, how are they going to house all these migrants? How are they going to get them jobs? First of all, and let's not even forget about the homeless people. How are they going to house all these homeless people, these homeless Americans? Inflation is going up, rent is getting higher and higher, people are getting evicted. So what are you going to do for the American citizens? How are you going to deal with this extra money that's going to all these migrants? You asking for billions of dollars for this, but haven't extracted anything for the American people. And now you're sitting here spying on the American people, on the black people, just to see what they're doing in backyard barbecues. And you want to use shootings as an excuse when there's other things that y'all need to be worried about. But anyways, I digress. Peace.